Oh God, no! Don't hurt me! You're safe now. We're safe together. Thank you. You're a gift. Ooh. You are safe now, little one. It's warm in here.
Angela.
Sometimes life asks you just one question. Do you truly deserve to survive today? Because in the Arctic, at 80 degrees, one mistake, 1 second, one decision can be the end of everything. And that day, an old woman stepped into a white hell on a night exactly like this. The wind doesn't cut your face in that cold, it cuts your soul. The snow wasn't knee-deep, it was up to her chest. She wasn't just walking. With every step, it felt like she was dragging her life across the ground. And then, suddenly, she fell. She couldn't get back up. She tried to move her hands, but her fingers no longer felt like they belonged to her. When your body is freezing, your mind begs you, please, do something, but you can't. And that's when the strangest, most unbelievable part of this story began. Because from the snow, a silent shadow appeared, a fox, tiny, but there was something in its eyes, not fear, not hunger. It was as if it had already decided. It came closer to the old woman, sniffed her, waited, and then it started dragging her. Yes, you heard that right. A fox pulled a human back from death. Now, let me ask you, would a stranger do that for you? And would you risk your own life for a creature you've never even met? The fox dragged her all the way to a wooden cabin and got her inside. But the storm didn't stop, and that cabin wasn't safe. Because outside, there were eyes watching people as dangerous as the cold itself. 3 men came to the door. They knocked. The woman, trembling, opened it and saw them. They had weapons in their hands, but in that moment the real danger wasn't the weapons. The real danger was the hunger in their eyes. They were looking for something inside. Food, warmth, valuables, anything they could take. The woman hid. She pressed herself against the wall and held her breath, because she knew if she made a sound, death would walk right in. And suddenly, everything spiraled out of control. The men trashed the cabin. The woman collapsed to the floor. She cried, but no sound came out, because sometimes even crying is a luxury. Then she thought of only one thing: the fox. She had to hide it. She opened the basement hatch beneath the rug, and they climbed down into the darkness. The fox was shaking. The woman raised her hand and signaled. Shh, just a gesture, but it meant one thing: if we survive together. But the danger wasn't over. Outside, an open-back truck arrived. 3 men, and this time, the woman had to run. She grabbed the fox and disappeared into the snow. The wind slammed into her face like the world itself was trying to push her back, but she kept moving. She got tired. She collapsed at the base of a tree, set the fox down, and they clung to each other. Snow covered them. Morning came, but the temperature didn't rise. The cold was still the same cold. The woman stood up and began building a shelter. Snow walls, a roof, her hands shaking, but she didn't stop. And then the fox began bringing pieces of wood in its mouth, dropping them beside her, placing them into the shelter. A fox carrying wood. So I'll ask again, is help really something that only humans own? Inside the shelter, the woman tried to start a fire, friction, wood, burning hands, and finally, the flame caught. A tiny fire, but that tiny fire meant an entire life. She stroked the fox, and the fox went back outside. It walked to the edge of the glaciers, sniffed the footprints like it was searching for something. Then, it stepped into the water and came back out with a fish in its mouth. It ran and ran and ran until it returned to the shelter and dropped the fish in front of her. The woman cooked it, fed the fox, and then they lay down together, holding each other, and finally slept. But stories don't end like that, because people can be crueler than the storm. The men returned. They entered the shelter. The woman froze. The fox was in her arms, and one of them ripped the fox away and walked out. The woman collapsed. Her eyes filled with tears. She cried, and then she ran into the snow as if her heart had been torn out. They put the fox into a metal cage, locked it. The truck drove away. The fox pressed itself against the bars, trying to escape. The woman dropped to her knees, as if she was screaming. But in that cold, even sound can freeze. Time passed. The storm passed. Day became night. Night became day. But one thing never changed: the emptiness. The woman sat inside the cabin, holding a photograph one moment where she and the fox were hugging. She stared at it like if she looked long enough, the fox would come back. And then one day, she saw a silhouette in the window. The woman was seated in the cabin hut. In her hand was a photograph, a single instant of time where she and the fox were embracing. She looked at it as if I looked at it long enough, the fox would return. And then all of a sudden, she noticed a silhouette in the window. Her heart nearly stopped. She ran, opened the door, and there it was, the fox. They met at the open door and embraced. Even with all the cold in the world, in that instant, something within them began to warm once more. Then the woman sat down on her chair, the fox in her lap, contented, mute, safe. Now I will leave you with one last question. Sometimes life abandons us, but sometimes when we least expect it, a tiny creature is the reason we go on living. So tell me, when life knocks you down, will you find a fox to pull you back? And more importantly, could you become that fox in someone else's life?